Good morning, friends. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Karina. Grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and I'll spend a few minutes sharing some Filled with Sweetness cards today with you and to talk a little bit about the product suite, because yesterday was the launch of the online exclusives. What I keep wanting to call it a mini catalog. It's not a mini catalog. It's just online exclusives that you can only find online. So I've printed out a brochure and emailed it to everybody yesterday. So if you're not on my list and you want this little book, you can go to karinaskrafts.com and sign up to be on my newsletter list, and then you can get it. I just find it helps me have a little book to see all the fun things that are available, and I'm focusing on, well, the whole suite's called Homemade Sweetness Suite Collection, and the stamp set and the dies are called Filled with Sweetness Bundle, and then there also is a coordinating set. Now this whole suite is still available. It's $132.25, and I'm sharing it because I will be doing a class on it. So let me show you the cards first. This is one card that we're going to make at Freson Bros. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness, this is based on a swap I received, and I thought we just needed to make this. Look at the ladybug embossing folder. So cute. And then on my video yesterday, every Tuesday I have a video showing you a card from start to finish. You can go to my YouTube channel, or it's actually should be on Facebook still, and you can take a look at this. But look at the beautiful ribbon, right? The ribbon's beautiful. It's just a nice, happy spring card. And then when you open it up, it looks like this. So I gave the measurements in there. I made a boo-boo putting it together, but I fixed it. See, you can't even tell I made a mistake yesterday. Isn't this fun? Anyway, there's this design. And then I showed this one yesterday because you have to see how fun these dies are, because it actually opens up. It's like our cake dies that we had, right? And then I put this inside like that. And then there is the matchbook card, which I've showed as well. Nothing really new here. I just think it's such a fun set, and I had to add the little sweet bug. The ant had to be in the jam, right? Ants love sticky sweet things. So those are the 4 cards that I've come up with so far. Now, one of these, like I said, we're making it Freson Bros, so it will not be in the class. Probably not this one either. I'll do a version of it, but a different fancy fold, because we just did this in the Sweet Bugs class. But look at the embellishments. Can you see these epoxy embellishments that come in the suite too? They are sweet, a sweet. And then I'll probably have an add-on as well, because look at my recipe box. I found a recipe box. I love baking and cooking. It just makes me happy. And this is a recipe box, right? This is what the dies cut out. But this is the coordinating bundle that cuts out the dies. I'll talk about that in a second. But this is going to be a class. I pulled this together yesterday before my video, but I haven't decorated yet, and I'll show you why in a second. But I thought it would be a really fun class to make a recipe box, maybe share some recipes, print them on a recipe cards, and then make a couple cards with it at the same time. So stay tuned for that. And I just wanted to show you what the dies look like in this bundle. So it's called Filled with Sweetness. So you get this stamp set, okay? And then you get You're the Sweetest, Love You Very Much, Homemade for You, and Thank You. You get a strawberry, a blueberry, a heart, and a jar lid, and this little filigree embellishment thing. And then instead of looking at the dies like this, I made up a little sheet so that you can see how many good things you get in the dies. So you get this, a small label, this label, this label, this label. I'm going backwards. It's really hard to go backwards. You get a couple flowers, you get a little heart, you get the end of a spoon. This makes a slit in your jar down here in case you want to put anything in your jar. And one thing I didn't notice was, look at this. I didn't realize that this die and this little bow was to add like ribbon to your jar topper. So that's super fun. And then here's the lid of the jar. So this is the regular topper, and then the topper with the other die pieces added onto it. And my tip is when you order this bundle, make sure you add on adhesive sheets because you're going to want adhesive sheets with these. Or maybe I'll show you a glue tip. I haven't done that for a while in case you run out of adhesive sheets. Anyway, I thought that was great. And then I will talk about the paper quick, but before I do that, and I'm thinking about those jar lids and stuff, Stampin' Up! Has the Lunar Luster Specialty Paper, and this will be in the paper share. So I have one spot left in my paper share. I might be able to offer one more, like a spot of 4. The problem is that the Delicate Designs Designer Series paper is now back ordered until like April 27th. So that's like a whole month and a half before you can get it. Now I have one full package, possibly another full package. I have to check. So for sure I've got the 3 spots in my one paper share filled, and doing embellishments this time. And then I'm just going to throw in like a yard of ribbon and whatever colors I have. I think I ordered all the ribbon. Anyway, I was shocked when I went to order it that it's already back ordered that long. And that's why I'm talking about this filled with sweetness, because I'm afraid this is going to be back ordered. Now look at this Lunar Luster paper. I thought it went with the moon and back, but this would be really good with your jar lid, right? Your jar lid and your spoon. I just think this is such fun paper. So it's a little more muted, and it's not a foil paper. I think it's going to emboss really nice. It almost feels like our two-toned cardstock. Anyway, so I would add that onto your order as well. And then let me show you the paper really quick. I had it out so it's pretty. Isn't this pretty? Right? You have your honey jar. You have your ladybugs. You have your flowers. You have more little jam jars. You have fruit. You can make a whole fruit salad. And then you have some spoons. Okay, this is probably my least favorite pattern. But you know what? Maybe I can cut out some spoons to put on the card. Maybe that is a good idea, because I was complaining about not having a spoon, so they've given us spoons. And then I love this heart paper on the back. And then this is, what do they call it? A side, B side, right? So if, you know, you don't need fruit, but maybe you want to cut out, do some recipe. It kind of looks like recipe cards on here, right? And then this paper. I really like this paper. And this pattern. I want more of it. And then this one I thought was really pretty. And then this one. So this is the paper that comes in the suite. Still available. And then, like I said, you can add on your Lunar Luster Specialty Paper. It is $167.199, so you don't have to check. And then if you're into scrapbooking or anything, you have the option of ordering the Made with Sweetness sticker sheets that come with a full package of paper. And it's $23.95 and you get the sticker sheet and the paper. But look, more spoons, more jars. So I'm almost thinking about decorating my recipe box with these. I'll have to play with it. Yeah, I got to play with it probably today because I'm running out of time for my designing. But that's why I think this suite is so awesome. And then the coordinating suite is this one called Made with Sweetness. So this is totally separate, but this is where the recipe cards come from, right? So the dies cut this size, which is actually quite large. It's almost like 6 inches across. And then you also get a baby die for like a mini recipe card. So this would be great for scrapbooking as well. You could add your little pictures, have a little pull-out tab. I think the possibilities are endless for this. And then look at the nice sentiments, right? A lovely day for a picnic, lovely day for baking. So you could do lovely day for baking, make a cute little package, maybe put some banana bread in there and a nice little tag, and that would be a super cute gift for someone. I don't know, or some recipes. I just think it's super fun. And like I said, the dies look like this. Look at all the fruit salad we can make with this. We have strawberries. I think, oh yeah, here they are. That's where I got my strawberry from, and my blueberries from were these dies. You also get citrus fruit. It looks like cantaloupe, blackberries, and there's ladybugs at all, little baby ladybugs, a cherry. I'm just taking a look. It's probably easier to see it this way. right? And it must have a bee. Must have a bee die somewhere. Because in the stamp, you get a little baby bee and you get a little baby ladybug. Although, oh yeah, I do see the bee shape. You do get a bee. Anyway, I just think this is super fun. So you could actually get the whole suite, right, for $132.25, and then you can get the homemade sweetness. Let me see where that is in this little book. It just doesn't, I don't think, show very well because the sample doesn't look amazing. Right there it is in the book, homemade sweetness. So it's actually $68.25. Can you tell I'm excited about these products? So excited. And I mean, if you're a scrapbooker, you get the homemade sweetness scrapbooking workshop kit. Like, look how cute these pages are. And what I really like is this two-tone cardstock. You can buy a variety pack two-tone cardstock. It's $16.50, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you get 6 colors, 2 of each sheet. So 12 sheets. So that's pretty good for $16.50. And I've been using a lot more the two-tone cardstock now because it's lighter for die cutting, and especially for like little embellishments like this. It doesn't need to be heavy, and it just cuts a lot easier when you add your little accents with that. So that's what I wanted to share about the homemade sweetness. Stay tuned for my class. I'm having trouble. Well, I got to design it first, and then I'll pick a day. I brought in 4 packages for sure of this designer series paper. I'm just not sure if I want to offer the sticker sheets, but I'll figure that out later. And then the other thing I was going to show you, besides homemade sweetness, I'll talk about my upcoming virtual class right away. But before I do, I should mention that this is the stamp set of the month. So when you're ordering more than $100 with Stampin' Up, you could pick up Notes of Spring stamp set for only $5. Now, our stamp sets, I think the cheapest one is $24. So to get a really cute stamp for $5, that's pretty good. If you don't like it, you can give it to as a gift. I don't know, I think it'd make really cute little spring tags. I like the bunny, and I like the fawn. Okay, the duck's pretty cute too. Anyway, that's what it looks like. And then the other thing I just ordered was a standing clipboard trio. So you get 2 large ones, 1 little one, and all it is the clipboards. There's nothing else for $34. And then this element here I thought was really cool. You have to order that separately, and it's $20. And then you just basically clip it on here. Now, I think I can decorate something pretty cute. I don't know if I love this so much. So I'm just going to do my own thing with my clipboard. But it would be nice to have a piece of decorative art in your room. I think it would be really fun to have it out. Or maybe I'll clip recipes to it. I don't know. I expedited it, so I'll show you as soon as it comes in. The easy stamping card sketch for tonight will look like this. I'll come on at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. We'll make a card with this. I've already got the design in my head, so I'm excited to make a super quick, easy card for you using that sketch. And then the last thing I'll tell you about, I always seem to have lots to share. So once a month I have a virtual card class. Yeah, I have a virtual card class that I've been running for a long time, and it's a technique card class. So we do a technique card that then goes in my technique binder. Oh, can I reach? Can I reach? Yes, I can. Right? Like, look at all the fun techniques that we have been doing. There's a whole bunch of techniques. This is what it looks like. And I just keep it in here, and I make the cards 3x4 so that they'll fit in here. And so, I don't know, I'm getting quite a full album. This is the one we did last month, was the rubber band technique. And then also the diaper wipe technique. So it's kind of fun. This month, I'm not sure yet what I'm using, but we are working with Nature's Symphony. Now, if you came to my Beat the Blues card retreat, you will have the Nature Symphony bundle unless you swapped it out. So I wanted, because I've already played with it, I wanted to use a different paper. So this is going to be one of the cards in my virtual class. So if you want a kit, let me know. You get a full PDF tutorial, And we stamp on Zoom together, because that way if people have questions, they can ask questions and I can help them out for putting their card together. So this is one of the cards. The other card is over there. I'll share it when I'm done, and then the technique card is coming. But just to show you how fun this is, this was one of the cards that we made, right, at the Beat the Blue stamp count. But it is a gift card holder, which I thought was kind of cool. And then also we did that. That was more of a technique card. And then this one was super fun, right? That's kind of the fancy fold that we did at the Beat the Blue stamp count. There was another card, and then we also did a coordinating box as well. I don't know where the other card went. But like I said, Nature Symphony is really fun. I love it, but I want to show a different way that my friends can use it, because they all have the set. They all have that paper, so that's why I wanted to switch it out a little bit and show them how they can use it with some other products that they may already own, because I know lots of them have flowers. So stay tuned for more of those cards. If you want to participate in the virtual card class, I do have a private Facebook page that you can join, and I also have a monthly challenge, so that if they use the technique and they post it in the Facebook page, then their name goes into a draw to win a $10 product credit or an embellishment of their choice. So I have one extra spot in this. I got one extra kit this month, and that's one class that I'm hoping to grow. And I think that's all I had to share this morning. I can talk a lot, right? I just get so excited about everything. But yeah, if you haven't ordered that homemade sweetness bundle, think about getting it before it becomes unorderable or the paper sells out. I can't believe that other paper, April 20, when is it, 20? It's the end of April. I was a little shocked about that. And anybody who places a $65 order with me will get the 17 project tutorial that I don't do myself. It's actually done by a bunch of other demonstrators, but there's so many great ideas in it. It's just so fun sometimes to, when I want to make a card, I'll pick a tutorial, change up the stamp set, and it makes for a fun stamping experience. So I send that out to you, as well as a thank you card. If you're ordering a lot, usually I will sneak in some embellishments in there just as an extra thank you. But that's what I wanted to share today. So I hope I have inspired you to stamp. And even if you don't buy these products, I showed you how to make a card. So, you know, copy this layout, put in whatever stamping supplies you have and make something cute. And hopefully you will join me tonight at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time for the easy stamping card sketch this week. Oh, and I see people are here. So hello, Stella. Hello, Brenda. And hello, Sharon. Have a great day, everybody. And I hope you spend some time, get a little bit of time to stamp for yourself today. Have a great day. Bye.